Alright, to the library. The Lahore Library contains all the knowledge in Omikron. The parchment Boz mentioned must be here somewhere. Oh my goodness, a genuinely cool building! On parallel universes, oh boy. Now there's one particular parchment I want to look for in here. Or parchment, book. Tablet, I don't know. IFI Gramuka, not that one. Here it is, Tar Fight Techniques, Volume 22. So what is this, and why do I want to bring it up? Well, first, let's take a look at the IFI Gramuka. For those who want to bother with it, it doesn't say anything useful. And I'll point out why it doesn't say anything useful when we get to when that would be relevant. Parallel universes. So, Tower Fight Techniques, Volume 22. You examine it, you finally get, at the 11th hour, combos. And these are real combos, by the way. The A and B correspond to punches, and C and D correspond to kicks. Here's the thing. Do you want to know how many fist fights are left in the entire game up to this point? Or from here on out? There is only one required fist fight for the rest of the game. Oh, and it gets better. You don't even have to win that fight. And now they tell you combos. Or special moves, rather. Fantastic. But here's Sacrifice of the Ancient Gods, because I never bothered to examine it. And the last thing... not even going to try to read that. The thing is, those tiny, tiny little dots, those are L's. And boy, is it just a pain in the neck to read that font. So, what I'm getting out of here is mana potions, because I need to be able to use the reincarnation spell here. Also, yes, I'll finally take out those 5 save rings, because fine. But, mana potion. Ah!
Did you get to see Boz?
Yes. He told me the only way to save my soul is to kill Astaroth.
I was afraid he'd say that. Killing a demon from the last circle is no easy task. Astaroth is the worst enemy you could face. First, you'll have to discover how to kill him, if there's a way.
The answer might be a parchment in the library. Anything new?
Boz has decided to abandon our Janpur base. After Namtar's betrayal, it would have been too dangerous to stay in the same place.
Where is the new base?
In the cliff, behind Lahore Library. Dakoba and the others are already there.
See you later. So, it's actually not in the cliff behind the library, it's in a cliff behind the bank. So, this is the guy we want to steal. Sorry, possess. I mean kidnap. I mean kill. I mean possess. Reincarnate. I guess there really is no nice way of putting it. We're killing this guy. Just cold murder. He's not even attacking us. And now that we possess this guy, we need to get 2 books from the library. They're all the way at the bloody bottom. That is the Tables of Cosmic Correspondence and the Quartet Systemis. And I'm going to buy the Masao Ruins, even though I already have them in inventory, because I'm an idiot and I forgot. But you need to examine both the Quartet Systemis and the Table of Cosmic Correspondence. This is relevant to a puzzle we're about to solve. To summarize it immediately, basically, a guy's gonna ask you, I need the Hobada of the Goobajoo on the third planet. Or some
Hello,
stupid
Professor.
jargon.
Have a nice day.
He'll say some stupid jargon. We'll hear it in a second. And so you look at those two things, and then your character will just know the answer, and you just have to pick it out of the list. If you actually bother to look for it, specifically, you will see the answer. And you can figure it out on your own, but you don't have to. Also, Dave Idkaj's poetry is in the library of Lahore, and I wanted to have a similar moment last time where I read it in a really silly way, but it's the same poem. And thus I'm sad. Oh. But alright. Fortunately, I can only buy 3 at a time. The one that you're looking for is the entrance to Hamastagan, but for those people who actually want to bother reading some of these things, here you go. There's your reference to Matan Caboose. Matan Bocuse. I'm sorry. Oh, my lord. We then have The Legend of Boz by Sot Ibel. And as a weird oddity of this section, you have to return the books here. And the way you do that is you use them on the thing. It's odd. It makes sense, though. This is your confidential documents, so they have to stay here. Unless, of course, you fiddle around with computer technology, but we'll get to that. Entrance to Hamastagan, and the history of the Book of Naut. So, entrance to Hamastagan is in some archaic language that we can't read, and then the mystery of the Book of Naut. The Book of Night, as it is, in Masao dialect. It was written by the renegade sorcerer Matanbakus, who I've already spoiled is the savoring guy. So, do not return the entrance to Hamastagan. Instead, let's talk to the only other person in here that looks like not a guard. Hi. Hello, colleague. I'm trying to translate a document from a foreign language. Can you help me?
Get a Tradutech. It's a small computer like this one, and it can translate into all known languages.
Can I borrow yours?
I might be able to lend it to you if you do me a small favor. At present, I'm doing some research on astronomy. I'm looking for the Egmar index of the third planet of the fourth system. I'm too old to explore the library in search of it. Bring me back the information I want, and I'll lend you my Tradutech.
No sooner said than done. So, I've already done it. I've already looked at the thing. This is the part I left for myself. So we need the Igmar index of the third planet in the fourth system. Basically what you're looking at here is you see the third planet in the fourth system. You then scroll down to the Igmar index of the corresponding numbers in the Quartet Systemus. If you look all the way to the far right, you'll see there's a number. You just basically match the two, and you come up with 0.1851.
Perfect. That's the information I needed in order to be able to finish my calculations. Here's my Tradutech, and thanks for your assistance.
Wonderful. Thanks! I've nothing to say to him. We gotta try to attack. Now, we can't just use the thing, because that would be too easy, and it doesn't even tell you why. Now that I've got a try to attack, I'll have to find a discreet way of using it. And our discreet way that we come up with is to go over and hit the switch to turn the lights off, and then do it. It looks like the Treader Tech has translated the text. I don't need the book now. Just toss this crap. Now, normally I'd throw a nitpicky rant about how why did we have to do that, but then I realized, these are confidential documents, so we're basically making a copy and taking it out. So yes, we would have to be discreet about that. Although the manner in which we're discreet is the equivalent of walking out of your high school classroom and flipping the lights off as a joke. But fine. Off to the Awakened base, which is not in the cliffside behind the library, but is instead all the way over here. Thanks, Jenna. Do you even know where the Awakened base is? The building I'm next to currently is the bank, so it would have been far more accurate to say in the cliff next to the bank. If you check the map, it also tells you where the Awakened base is, so at least it's not completely hidden. The new secret base of the Awakened. Looks like an old monastery from some ancient civilization. The Awakened are already here. Dakaba and Jenna must be here. Alright then. Off we go. Now, Dakaba and Jenna are waiting us to the right. But I want to go in here. Hey, what the? A temple dedicated to ancient gods. You know, if this were a completely different genre of game, I would actually call this a cool part. And you know what? I'll say it. I actually think this room is really cool. Unfortunately, there's nothing in this room that you do. Other than you just pick up some items and leave. The statue of an ancient... What does that say? Ancient civilization god, I think is what it says. And there's nothing to do about that rock. Alright, there's nothing you do in here. Just 2 items and then you leave. It's a shame, really. Bye! What does it mean? Does it have story significance? No, it doesn't. Well, it might. It may have something to do with the weird hoof guys that we're going to find in the underground. Money! Let's pocket that real quick. But okay, the real thing of value we're going to find in here is the secret concert flyer. Crap. Eat the mana potion. There we go. Alright. Lahore's secret concert flyer, the last one in the game. Hey guys!
Very interesting. This text explains how to get to Hammerstagen, the city of the dead.
And how?
You must bring together 3 jewels. The jewels of Viagramuka. the god of art.
How did I know that? And what exactly does it say?
The text refers to Kiwan, the Magus. It says that when the three jewels are brought together, you must go to his tomb and bring him back to life. Kiwan is the guardian of the necropolis. He will show you the entrance to Hammerstagen.
Who is Kiwan? He literally
Kiwan
just
was a
told
powerful
you.
Magus. He is the last guardian of the city of the dead. He took the secret of the entrance to Hammerstagen with him to the grave. His tomb is situated in Jahangir Park.
Who Kiwan is. Where are the jewels?
The only indication refers to the third, the right eye of the god. It says it's still at the bottom of Irmali Well.
And where is that?
I don't know of any well of that name. But there's an Irmali Square in this sector. Perhaps you should go take a look.
Why does Reshev want to find the entrance to Hammerstagen?
Reshev knows the Book of Naut is in Hammerstagen. If he had the book, he would have almost infinite magical powers. It will make a god of him, a god of evil.
He can make anyone fall in love with him. Anyone! Where's the entrance to the necropolis?
The text refers to Kiwan, the
So we're gonna
Magus.
skip this, because he just says the same thing.
Says
You
that
know
when the
this!
three jewels are... Kiwan was a powerful Magus. He is the last...
What else do you know? Or what do you know of the other
I've
jewels?
told you all I know. I sincerely hope that finding the Book of Naut will enable you to save your soul, and help us get rid of Astaroth forever.
Oh boy! Thanks, Dakaba! Did you put anything on the floor for me? Now, there is an item on this chair back here. There we go. And a mana potion. Now, this one's going to be a little short because I didn't know how to break up any of the other stuff that we have to do. We got to solve a pretty significant puzzle, and there's a particular way I want to look at it. So, Secret Flyer Concert. To find the entrance, look for the vault. It's in an old, abandoned Kansu Trust factory in Lahore. Oh, also, this is one of the jewels that we already found. It was next to, what was he, Zindar? I don't know, it was next to his Besham. So I figured the best way to kind of branch this episode with the next one is, A, we gotta run an errand and pick up an item that we'll definitely need later. And I'll leave you out with a song. Sorry, I just jumped into you. What is that wrestler's name? He was the genetic freak, right? Wore chainmail on his head and his shoulders only? Speaking of which, why are these ladies wearing that? What is with the fashion in Omikron? It makes no sense. Heck, what is my guy wearing? He's wearing kind of a half jacket cowl headdress thing. With only one sleeve. Or only one full-length sleeve. But you're gonna want to go to the sorcery shop and buy a Drops of Shadow. Unfortunately, my sneak is full. So I better get out, put something in the frickin' item box, and then buy the Drops of Shadow. You fool! Alright, and that should be all we need for the rest of the game. Nothing else of extreme importance occurs. But drops of shadow. Make sure you take it with you. It should also be said that this is the only place in the game where you can acquire Drops of Shadow after the Temple of Zendar shenanigans. This is the fault line that you're looking for. This door will not open until you find that secret concert flyer. Because as we all know, the minute you become aware that a concert exists, it comes into being. Unless we arrive in Zora's domain. And much like last time, I can't show you the whole thing because YouTube and copyright and music and whatnot. But I do have a couple of highlights for you this time. Like David Bowie freaking out. We have a weird zoom in on this woman's side breast. And we have whatever this is. And what concert wouldn't be complete without an awkward slide? Amazing. Simply amazing. Okay then. The song, by the way, if you actually bother listening to it, is pretty awesome. Next episode, The Quest for the Jewels.